Now, Channel 3 early warning weather.
Good afternoon, everybody. Happy Friday. We're tracking a storm system right now that's moving through the central part of the United States. We gave you the early warning on this all week, and now it's almost here. Showers develop later on. The warm front has been lifting north. Take a look at where the cold front is right now. Low pressure located near Iowa, and this is where we expect some impressive severe weather today. And unfortunately, it looks like the severe risk for parts of the Midwest and the Mississippi River actually will increase as the day goes on from where we are right here. And we're expecting the potential for a couple of thunderstorms here tomorrow. Our storm system over the past 6 hours moving toward us. As the clouds have increased, we've brought more moisture in. Temperatures hold steady, maybe rise a couple more degrees as the day goes on before rain showers develop. Expecting rain showers this afternoon and this evening. We did not press the right button here, but we have temperatures across the state right now currently being reported in the mid to upper 40s. A live look on our iCam right now in stores showing things are quiet for now. A live look at our iCam in New London where clouds are still filtering in. 46 degrees, wind out of the south-southeast at 9 miles an hour. This right here will take you to a download link to the WFSB weather app. If you scan it with your phone, this will be a great resource to have tomorrow, especially with the potential for some thunderstorms to roll in. Wind gusts will pick up after the warm front has moved through, and tomorrow we're expecting gusts to be between about 25 and 35 miles an hour, so it will feel a bit windy tomorrow, especially in the afternoon. Later on this evening, we track our first batch of rain showers, and tonight we do clear things out a little bit. There could be some lingering drizzle or some fog before our next round of rain tomorrow morning. Here's 5 a.m. This will likely be a period of moderate to heavy rain, which lasts from about 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, so before sunrise, and wraps up right around lunchtime. And see how much dry air has worked its way in? This is going to help to really bump temperatures up for us tomorrow, but it also means we start to build some energy out ahead of the cold front. So as the cold front comes through, we are expecting a line of thunderstorms, and some of these storms actually could end up on the stronger side. Some strong wind gusts or maybe some small hail in the mix. The severe threat for tomorrow, according to the Storm Prediction Center, is worse to our west, but all of Connecticut now highlighted in this level 1 out of 5 severe weather risk. Mark last night was discussing how extra sunshine means a bit more energy for these storms to use, and that's exactly how the forecast has trended. Still expecting to pick up about a half inch to an inch of rain total from this, with drier weather on the way for Sunday into Monday of next week, but by Wednesday we track the potential for more showers. So on the early warning 7-day here, we'll be watching tomorrow especially. Warm, windy, and wet. Inland 71 degrees at the shoreline with onshore wind, some lingering clouds likely in the 60s. Into the 30s to begin the day Sunday, 50s and breezy. Most of next week also trending milder, Kara, with the potential for some rain by Wednesday.